this checkpoint in an orderly manner. Those who do not cooperate will be detained.
What the fuck do you think you're doing out?
Someone's tampering with this.
This is Kennington Park. Local news reports indicate it's been occupied by a group of violent xenophobes calling themselves the English Patriotic Action Front.
What's happening?
Now look, I don't want to fight, honestly. Wait! Are you part of that lot protesting the protest?
No.
Well, thank Christ. I'm not against immigrants or taking in refugees, understand? But I'm realistic. We can't support them all. We don't have the resources or the infrastructure. It's hard, but at some point we have to say no.
Immigrants, go home!
What the hell?
You heard me. It's a bunch of people who think and believe different shit. Coming here and changing our shit. Well, I like the shit the way it was before. Now suddenly their shit is our shit. And we was in enough shit to begin with. So they can fuck off, or they can get fucked off. That's their choice.
Come on, then.
Sweep the area!
What needs blowing up? Watch out!
Check the surroundings.
Fuck! I'm empty! Shh. That's strange. Good here so far. I'll have a look. We're being attacked, right? You wanna die today? This gas isn't doing anything to me. Hit fire! Blow you away!
Sweep in the area.
Here's another one.
I am in a shit flood of trouble. Oh!
One interesting email on here. It seems the EPAF answers to someone calling themselves Kingfisher, who is pushing them to attack immigrants.
Fascinating. Anything else?
The laptop's GPS indicates a location where Kingfisher regularly meets with at least one EPAF member. I doubt they go there to swap football stickers or pick each other's hooves.
We should look into it.
Pushing the location now.
Get better.
Last warning.
This place is just calling out for some art. That's the perfect place. Done.
You're done so far as the Imperial War Museum's concerned, but a little less Albion propaganda in Lambeth will go a long way.
We've taken care of every Albion target we had in Lambeth. Brilliant. The people have had enough of Albion and are ready to show it. One brave soul has asked to meet to discuss how to rally the borough.
This is where an EPAF organizer had his regular meetings with Kingfisher, who seems to be pulling the EPAF's strings.
Stand down!
Continuing unlawful activity.
Bloody muppet! Is that the best you
Getting to Come on, out.
Get all 3 units to my location.
Someone go investigate.
They gotta be. I won't hesitate to shoot you.
They're gone! Cancel the search! Standard quadrant search. I have this one.
Why do we have to meet in a police station?
Perform a search.
Makes me feel edgy.
It's good cover. If anyone sees you, they'll assume the old Bill picked you up.
Just weird to be sitting here without the old bracelets, is all. So what have you got for us?
Names. It's a list of people in this neighborhood that Filament tells us will be prone to violence if provoked.
You want us to start some fights?
The bloodier the better. We want some nice, scary ultra-violence for Gran and Grandad on the evening news. Is that a problem?
How do we know this won't come back on me and mine?
Sirs wants the same thing you want. Everyone out of the Oval and the immigrant crisis resolved. You'd be doing a public service.
Ha! A public servant. Who'd have thought, eh?
Multiple files added to the data drive. And would you look at that? Kingfisher is an SIRS officer, so they're the ones funding the EPAF.
What? Really? Sirs is behind this?
It's all here in the audio file, or you could just ask Kingfisher himself. The Met are lending him an office in this very police station.
Excuse me? Why?
Maybe it cuts down on his commute. How should I know? Find him and take him out so we can put an end to the AF business.
I always thought we were gonna lose because that prick we got started to get weak. My fault. You what? No, 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 no. What? How?
Kingfisher is down. That should make it harder for those xenophobic goons to get their intolerant hands on military weaponry at the very least. Wish the same could be said for Albion. On a related note, you should probably scarper. The powers that be are trying to provoke immigrant violence to justify coming down on them like a ton of pricks.
Guys, ideas?
I've asked Malik for his analysis.
The Surface will bury it if you release that recording to the media, so you'll have to self-distribute. SIR's protocol says to do two things: sow disinformation on the internet and distance themselves from the incident. Propaganda works, so no one will know what's true, and by the time the dust settles, anyone who could incriminate them will be gone.
Let's get this done.
Yeah, definitely.
Done.
You need to learn some respect.
You lost your mind. Just black. Hey, you. Get on the ground. Do it. Are you mental? Ow, you asked for it. Sit. No. You asked for it. You don't have to take it alone. Why would you do that?
The ongoing protest against illegal immigration in Kennington Park has dispersed today, following rumours of turmoil amongst the protesters. SIRS confirms several of the protest's organisers have been arrested on outstanding warrants.
You're one of them DedSec types been giving Albion a pain, right? People in the borough have noticed. That's why I rang you. Figured you'd be interested in giving them one more good swift kick in the bollocks.
Go on.
Them Albion twats have turned one of the city's landmarks into a fucking propaganda machine, and it ain't sitting well with the natives. The eye, well, it's a symbol of London, innit? A symbol for the people. Public, accessible, in the heart of London. But Albion have stamped their mark on the bloody thing. The only thing we see when we look at it now is a symbol of our oppression. Shows it plain to the world too. Bloody drain on the people's morale.
We'll see what we can do. But it doesn't seem too hard. We've disrupted Albion propaganda before.
You have to knock out some electronic security first. And for that, you'll need a little summit from one of them barges on the river. Which means clearing the defences on the barge first, of course. But that's a doddle for the likes of you, right?
I'll give it a go.
I don't think that's allowed. What? What am I seeing here?
Well, this is exciting. The console on this barge is a control hub for prototype counter-terrorism drones. You can use one to destroy electronic security measures on the wheel.
Lethal force against humans is permitted.
These are the only prototype CT drones I've seen, so have fun with these while they last. And I can't imagine Albion will just let you fuck about with their most expensive toys, so be ready for some kind of response.
Not quite a show. Look at them sparks fly. That's as good as Guy Fawkes night, that is.
Destroy the remaining electronic security stations and you'll be able to scrap this propaganda.
Need to complete a data transfer. Upload a more positive message for the people.
drones are on their way to the suspect. Begin searching. I think they've pissed off. Thank God.
Episodes.
Now that's a beautiful sight. Think I'm getting teary-eyed over here, seeing the wheel the way it should be. I won't be the only one either.
That wheel is a part of London, one of our most iconic landmarks. We couldn't let Albion ruin it with their propaganda for the world to see.
You just said a mouthful, and I doubt the borough would have woke up without you giving us the kick up the arse we needed. Thanks, Dedzek.
This is going to ignite the people's hopes in Lambeth, team. Albion's going to find it impossible to keep this borough under control. That's a feather in our cap.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
Claire used to broadcast from somewhere around here. That's all I've got, I'm afraid. Bloody analog technology.
A woman that sharp will have enemies in high places, and they won't have any problem finding her. Let's get to her first. Such a tragic waste of human life. She had her whole life ahead of her, but no, someone had to snuff her out. Damn them.
I'd love to listen to you moan all day, but perhaps investigating her murder would be a better use of our time.
I suppose you're right. Justice must be served. Time for a look around. Looks like a parade walked through here.
Several individuals. Boots rather than shoes. One with a tread unique to a certain paramilitary supplier. I think it's from their autumn collection.
Albion's shoemaker, I'll wager. This graffiti is rather on the nose, wouldn't you say?
Claire did release several podcasts critical of Clan Kelly, which you'd think they'd be used to by now. They're a criminal gang. They shouldn't expect flowers and thank you notes.
Clan Kelly doesn't exactly market themselves like this. Something doesn't sit right here. Only thing left behind is Claire's tablet. Scan it, please.
Tablet unlocked. Claire seems to have logged conversations on it.
Okay, you've agreed to speak on the record. You are an intelligence technician at Albion and work closely with Nigel Cass, correct, Mr...?
Just you. I can't believe I'm doing this. If they were to find out.
I know. Only have to step outside to see how Albion treats people. What do you have for us?
Proof that Nigel Cass was complicit in the bombing.
What? But that's... Here, transfer it to this secure storage drive. How solid is this information?
It's a recording of him talking to some...
Security, drop your weapons!
You can't do this!
Gather all her equipment and get it to the carousel. You, tag that wall, then get rid of this body. She can stay here. Gang vengeance is an horrible crime, ain't it?
Fuck me. Cass sent a squad of his goons for Claire and that other bloke. That recording's gotta be the real deal. Bastard knew about the bombings.
Albion must have Claire's equipment then, along with the audio file evidence.
This is the dirt we need to take down Cass. For good. Finally get some justice for Claire, the whistleblower, everyone else that Cass has hurt or killed. But I keep thinking about what the Albion triggerman said. Carousel. That must refer to Carousel Plaza, Albion's propaganda library.
Sounds like as good a place as any to start looking. The stolen evidence is here somewhere. Watch out, Albion security is thicker than whoever cleaned up that crime scene. There's also a lot of them around.
Right you are. But after what we found at Freight 1, I'd say those guards could use a good spanking.
Yes, well, let's focus on finding Claire's equipment, shall we? A secure storage drive, which shockingly appears not to have been tampered with, so the audio evidence is probably still intact.
Mate, Nigel's got a private bunker under this place where he liked to tweak his toys. I'll bet he's barricaded himself down here. Won't be anyone but the true believers around the compound.
Well, maybe it's time to put that wanker in his place.
Luckily, his reinforcements are limited to whoever's faffing about nearby.
Arrest the suspect.
among us. Be on your guard. Allow no one to pass unchecked. Cannot let anyone stop us from protecting
Eternal recognition and praise. Every megalomaniac's dream. Get ready to kiss that goodbye.
Thirsty for the truth? Wet your whistle with Claire Waters. Let's talk Skye. Skye Larson. Who is she anyway? What's on the agenda for Broker Tech? And what, more importantly, is Project Daybreak? So long as there are questions, I'll be looking for answers.
I thought we warned you about trespassing, yeah?
That's right.
Didn't learn your lesson, huh?
Please, I was just taking a picture of the exterior for...
Oh, did you hear that, mate?
Well, I know you're listening. Let's talk.
We told you the Prime Minister would turn you down. Brits love to see private military contractors on foreign streets, but not their own.
He's a fool. This whole city, this whole country's collapsing. The military's held together with duct tape. Police are running scared.
Someone has to save the people, Nigel. Someone strong.
They do. And I've already worked it out. The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
You're forgetting something.
And I'll get you access to filament, as agreed. Now go away.
Now Scarper, or they'll kill you for sure. Has a voice that makes you want to snap his smug bollocks in a pencil case, doesn't he? And Zero Day knew just which strings to pull to get what they wanted, didn't they? Filament.
And Cass was willing to trade it for the keys to the city. Fuck. Don't know, fam. I think I always thought there was a chance for him to... Fuck!
To be the man you thought he was. Sorry, Hamish. If that man ever existed, he's gone now. We have to get this information out there. To the people.
You're right. When you lot get the chance, come to Piccadilly Circus. Been working with Bags on something. And this proof is just the token we needed.
You hear that? Check. Check. Bloody. I hope this is working. Oh, shit, here he comes. Cheers, mate. Just about done with these. Strange getting rid of perfectly fine drives, though. They've been formatted and all. Clean.
Orders from the top. Can't be too careful, I guess. Plenty of incriminating stuff that should have never been written down, let alone stored in a database.
Like... like what?
You're taking the piss. It was all there, you know that. Kickbacks to connections in the 5-0, in Parliament, business contacts, drug distribution, even an early proto of the Golden... Never mind. Mrs. Kelly doesn't like us talking about that.
But there's no recoverable data on them.
She believes in being thorough. Nothing more thorough than crushing them to little pieces. That goes for just about anything or anyone. You all right, man? Why so squirmy and sweaty?
Nothing. Noshed up on a ruby.
Well, what's that then?
Hold off. It's nothing.
You're bloody wired up.
Get off. Listen.
You fucking grasser. She's not going to crush you into little pieces. She's going to chop you off for fucking dog meat.
Tell me what we've got, Bags.
Schematics for an advanced drone system. Albion call it GOG OS. Catchy. I'll study these and see if they haven't forgotten something. Some exploitable weakness. Never know when it might come in handy.
That's a solid idea, Bags.
Keep moving. If you can, yeah, sure.
You know, when I was a boy, I used to come here with my old man. When it was a great hall for members only. What's all we called it. Should have seen it. Oh, it was grand. Books and art everywhere. Great paintings on the walls, portraits, landscapes. There was even one of my ancestors in one of them. My old man told me. Lord, it was a sight to see. Looked like a museum. With precious objects in glass boxes and all. Now I'm back here again. Old man's dead. Rot's Hall is a dump. And I'm a squatter.
Look at that. A safe house. A bit like ours, too.
What are the odds that someone from the original DedSec made it out of Albion's clutches and wound up here?
Doubtful. They would have attempted contact by now. This is someone else. Of interest to Albion, apparently. You better search the place.
Locked. Whatever this console is hiding, it'll stay hidden until you find the password. Get me some low-level package data from those nearby computers, and I can piece it together. That's a start, but I'll need more. Search the other computers. That's almost done it. Just a little bit more now. Keep looking. Got the password. Now, get back to the console and let's see what it's hiding. I've wiped the data and shored up their security to keep whoever's hiding out here safe from Albion. Least we can do for touching all their stuff.
Find anything interesting, Bagley?
Albion surveillance records, stolen, I assume, for a number of popular online influencers, all staunchly anti-Albion.
That's worrisome.
They're all set to be rehabilitated, which definitely means they're about to have jumper cables strapped to their perineum. Best get moving. The borough is ready to rise up. I dare say the jackboot's on the other foot.
Well, I'm pleased as punch.
Needs one more push, and this may be it. Someone's made contact. Probably inspired by what we've done. Says he has information we'll be interested in. You should meet up.
Heading there now. Hello. You've been trying to contact DedSec, haven't you?
Too right. Chuffed at how you've been kicking Albion's ass all over the borough. And I got some information that could turn the tide.
See, Albion runs this clinic called a realignment centre. Runs some dodgy experiments out of there.
What do you mean?
They mess with people's brains. Had a mate who'd take the piss out of Albion every chance he had. Came out of there a different bloke. Week later, he was dead. Killed himself.
That's horrid. Normally, a realignment is little more than a rub and tug. Nothing as grim as this.
Renewal therapy. Run the place out of the walkie-talkie. If you get word out of what's really going on in there, I know the people here would rise up against Albion.
I see why you're concerned. We'll see what we can do about it.
What now?
Target is gone.
Here's a shocking turn. There are no public records for Albion's realignment centre.
No kidding.
However, the building plans show the clinic can be accessed. They're not just going to let you walk into their illegal brainwashing clinic. Hack a CTOS box and let's have a look inside.
Just relax, okay?
We just tried that tonight. Maybe I just bring up over dinner.
And Finney.
Brilliant. Let's see what's in this clinic. We need evidence of Albion's brainwashing experiments to expose to the people.
Best look into it.
Absolutely, but our best bet is to find some security footage. Expose that Albion have been brainwashing people in here.
We must rebuild.
Albion is doing some serious Room 101 shit here. They're breaking people's brains to make them more compliant.
That kind of mucking around the old noggin can drive a bloke mad, like it did my mate.
Let's find the information we need and then a way to shut down this place.
Listen to this. Patients experience total loss of appetite and intense hallucinations, but conditioning has been successful with reapplication. So, this is an ongoing treatment. Who wants to sign up? Albion have been experimenting with behavior modification through electroshock, hypnosis and drugs. A little more rigorous than a night out at the local. Keep looking. That's the footage. Ready to go?
Not yet. Not until we stop Albion from torturing people like this.
Right. If you can get me past their firewall, I think we can put an end to renewal therapy in this borough of London. Now, how are you supposed to bypass this security network all the way out there? If only you could fly, like a bird. Oh, or like a drone. Hack a drone, Vicky.
Got it.
That'll do it. My, they've really gone all out on this one, haven't they? Just get through that firewall and we can put this clinic out of business. Done. You should get out of there before anyone notices.
Just be a bunch of overbearing shits to everyone. When the three of them get going, it's just like, you know, I can't stand it. Can't believe this is happening. Well.
Beautiful. They'll have to shut down that clinic now. No one will have to go through what my mate did again. We're with you in this fight, DedSec. Albion are going to get the short end around here from now on. Bugger me. We owe ya.
Brilliant bunch of wankers, aren't we?
I'd be willing to spread the word about that. Thanks again. Shut up.
And just like that, Albion has been eliminated from this borough. Well, maybe not totally, but at least you've shown everyone around here how to wipe up the filth. Well done.
Hooray! Another friend to raise hell with. Welcome to DedSec.
Yes, it's gonna be real. Let's do it.
Fabulous.
London, you've been lied to. Nigel Cass and his Albion peacekeepers intend to permanently control this city.
The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tech teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
Nigel Cass collaborated with a terrorist to bomb this city. Then, he set up an orbital drone program called Themis that will target you based on your stolen data.
I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis.
I've given you the truth. Do as you will. Actually, fuck that. Resist.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Hamish!
Haha.
Out of the basement?
Yeah, well, can't lock myself away from the world forever. Got a lot to make up for, don't I? Besides, you sorry lot need all the help you can get. Check it.
Fucking wankers!
Yeah, looks like we've still got a lot of work to do, don't we, Ham?
Sent that to every news outlet I could think of. They're gonna have a and when the people tweak to what it means, Cass is done.
They'll be removed, prosecuted for high treason. They'll have no choice. We've done it. Congratulations, team.
Brilliant. So who are we after now? That victory's got me pumped. I'm ready.
There is still the matter of Zero Day. You know, the rogue hacker group that conspired with Cass and Mary Kelly to blow up London.
Jesus, Bagley, all work and no play. Give the squad a second or two to bask in our victory. Safe to say it won't last long.
I doubt this is the reaction you were expecting, but Nigel Cass is in the news again.
The government has convened to review its contract with Albion. Nigel Cass himself has responded to requests that he should surrender to the authorities in a heated call with the GBB.
Just shut up and listen to me. I will not be removed by the government or anyone else. I will die first. And many will die with me. They're calling for blood. They'll have it. This city belongs to me. I am its shepherd, and I will slaughter my flock before I relinquish it.
Cass has barricaded himself in his White Tower headquarters and threatened to kill anyone that tries to stop him. He is heavily armed and considered extremely dangerous.
Shit. He's gone off the deep end. He's liable to take it to the streets in his state.
We have no choice. We have to get to White Tower and stop him.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.